Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Sekar Ayu Purwaningsih. I'm from Math Education in State University of Jakarta, and in this video, I will explain you about a math word problem, and the topic is about integral. And I have met this question, and in this video, we want to solve this question. Okay, let's start. A woman walks on a square indoor field shaped like a Cartesian coordinate. She starts walking from the point 0,2 and then stops at the point 3,2. Then she continues to the point 3,5. And then the main question is evaluate the integral of xy squared dx added to xy squared dy along the path passed by her. Okay, since the question is about evaluating the integral, it would be easier if we draw the path first. Okay, the first, she starts walking from the point 0,2, which means the x-axis is 0 and the y-axis is 2. So we got she's here. The first start is here. And then she stops at the point 3,2, which means she walks here and stops here. Okay, and then she continues to the point 3,5, which means is here. Yeah, so we get the path that passed by her. Okay, to make it easier to solve the integral, we divided the path into two partitions. So the first one we call it C1, and the second one we call it C2. Okay. We start from the C1. In the C1, as we can see, the line is a horizontal straight line where the value of y is always 2. So we get the line equation y equals to 2, where the derivative of y dy is 0 because it's a constant number. And then we just have to substitute to this integral. Okay, we write first xy squared we substitute this y equals to 2 into this, so we get y squared means 4 dx added to x, y squared means 4 and the dy is 0. So it would be, the value of this will be 0. We just have to calculate this for x dx. So the integral of this is 4 over 2 x squared. Oh, how do we know the boundary of this integral? First, we have to see that it's a dx. It's an integral of dx. So we just have to see the boundaries of x in the y-axis and x-axis. I mean, the x is from 0 into 3, so we get the boundary from 0 to 3. From 0 to 3, and then calculate this 2 x squared from 3 over 0. And then we substitute this boundary into this 2 multiplied by 9 minus 2 multiplied by 0. So the value of C1 is 18. Okay, and then next to the C2, as we can see, this is a vertical straight line where the value of x is always 3. So we get x equals to 3, where the derivative of x or dx is 0. And then we do again like we have did before. We substitute this x equals to 3 into this integral. So okay, we get x 3 multiplied by y squared dx. Dx is 0. Okay, so this would be disappear, added to x 3 y squared dy. Okay, we get this is 0, so we don't have to write it again, and then we just have this 3y squared dy. Okay, the integral of this 3/3y third. Oh, the boundary of this integral we can see because it's the integral of dy, so we just have to see the y-axis of this C2. The y-axis is from 2 until 5, so we write down, oh, I'm sorry, it means 2 until 5. Okay, so the integral is from 2 until 5, and then we substitute again. 3/3 means 1, so we don't have to write 1 y third from 5 until 2. Okay, we substitute again. 5 third means minus by 2 third means, and the 8 subtracted from the 125 means 117. Okay, and then the value of this integral would be the total value of this integral is C1 added to C2, and then we get the C1. First we get the C1 is 18. Okay, 18 added to 117, and then we get 135. Okay, so this is the last answer of this word problem. So okay, we review again. The first one is we have to draw this to make it easier, to know the boundary of integral, and then we divide it into 2 partitions. Then we calculate the C1 first, and then the C2 first, and then the last answer is C1 added to C2, and the answer is 18 added to 117, and the answer is 135. Okay, that is my explanation. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.